Good morning, people. Welcome back to my kitchen. I have been told by the teachers on YouTube that if I want subscribers, I must ask. Apparently, if you don't ask, you don't get. So here I'm going to ask. Please press the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. Like and share. Today I am going to make a proper vegan lasagna. It is a long drawn out process, so you're going to have to bear with me. And I am going to use the future mince, and I'm also going to use, which I will show you now, soy crumble, which I have rehydrated. I have rehydrated the soy crumbles and I also colored it. So I used soy sauce, Worcester sauce, and that's what I used. I am now going to wash it so that we can get rid of some of the soy taste. These are the ingredients that you are going to need. Lasagna, green bell pepper, some parsley, onion, some whole peeled tomatoes, tinned, future vegan mince, some garlic, celery, and fresh basil. I am pre-cooking the lasagna sheets, and I'm pre-cooking it for a reason. I think that as vegans, we must come to accept that we must change the way that we cook completely. And if we stop thinking that we must mimic exactly the way we used to cook when we were not vegans, then it is going to be at that point where you're going to excel in your dishes. I am going to try my best to camouflage the taste of the soy crumble and to mimic it as close as I can get to a bolognese sauce. My lasagna meat sauce are almost the same as a bolognese sauce, but I will just make it a little bit more tomatoey. So I am pre-cooking the lasagna sheets because I do not want the pasta to soak up the juice of the soy. Obviously, it will to a certain extent, but it will not soak it up completely. I then put it in the hot water so that it doesn't stick together. Otherwise, you can't get it separated from one another. I will also use a lot more of an ingredient, for instance, celery or parsley or fresh basil, because I am not working with mince. I am working with soy, and the soy taste needs to be camouflaged. So I will put in more than you will normally do in a bolognese sauce or if you make a lasagna. I wonder if I must try for the first time in my life to smash a garlic clove. I've never done that before. Let me just get a bigger knife. Um, this one. Okay, let's see what happens if I smash a garlic clove. Oh, that's what happens. It gives you a very rough cut, a very, very rough cut. If I don't smash it, I can actually get a finer cut. Yeah, that was a nice experiment. Well, in South Africa, the South Africans will know, um, there's a lot of people that do not like veggies or eat veggies at all. We're very much a meat, potato, rice and gravy nation. And we also like to braai. That is what other people will know as a barbecue on a proper wood fire. And there used to be an advert that said sunshine, braai vleis and Chevrolet. But in any case, lots of rugby and braai and beer ads. And if you want to portray having fun in South Africa, there will be somebody having a fire with meat and boerewors and sausage on. That's puddles. One noisy little duck. Any case, I'm just now going to connect what I said right in the beginning of this video, that if you are vegan, then you must accept that there's certain things that you are just going to have to do without. And I watched this vegan channel, very successful vegan channel, and he was making a brisket, but a seitan brisket, and he was doing it on the barbecue grill. And he was burning that seitan slab to a crisp. It was black on the outside. And as he was cutting it, he said, listen to the crunch, and this is going to be so fantastic. But black on a fire, on a grill, is bitter. There is nothing nice, nothing delicious about eating a burnt piece of whatever, even if it's meat or sausage, never mind a seitan slab. You can make anything look nice and delicious and appetizing on a video, on a YouTube channel. And everybody will go and have a look at it. But go and make it and you would waste those ingredients and you would waste your time. With my vegan cooking journey, I have been through it all. I have experimented. I cannot tell you how much time and ingredients I have wasted. I cannot describe the levels of frustration that I went through in my quest to try and make stuff as close to the real McCoy. And I'm now not talking about veg and fruit, because you can't really stuff normal veg and normal fruit up. We all eat veg, we all eat fruit. It's when you come to the analogs where you try to mimic cheese, yogurt, stuff that is difficult to make vegan, milk tart. I have not been successful in making a vegan lemon meringue. I cannot stand the smell of the aquafaba, which is the chickpea brine, which is the chickpea brine that they tried to make the topping of the lemon meringue of. And there's just certain things that you cannot make. We cannot make a vegan cheese that is going to melt and that is going to pull stringy like normal dairy cheese, because we do not use the rennet that comes from the stomachs of the little calves, the little unwanted calves that is sent to the slaughterhouse. Because in case you do not know, in the dairy industry, a lot of people are under the misconception that dairy cows are a special cow that produce milk. A cow must have a calf that lactates for her to have milk. Otherwise, there is no milk. So because the demand for milk is there, the cows will be kept pregnant. As soon as they give birth, those calves are removed from the mother. The mother goes into such stress because she wants to be with her calf. The calves go in such stress. They call and scream for one another for weeks and days on end. The calves are being kept separate and fed artificial milk. The bull calves, the male calves, are not wanted, so they all go to the slaughterhouse. And some farmers don't even kill those little calves humanely. They will just be thrown on a heap to die, basically, of hunger. It is whether you want to hear it or not, or whether you want to know it or not, it is a very cruel part of the industry, or what we use that we don't want to know of. And it's the rennet that they get from the inside of the stomach of those calves that are used in the cheese making process that gives you the fact that the cheese can melt and that it strings so nicely. And unfortunately, a vegan cheese will never be able to do that. So that's something that you will have to make peace with, that you're never going to have experience again. But if you make the connection, then you are fine with it, actually. Not to have it. I miss it, I must say. That cheddar sharpness of a very mature cheddar, blue cheese. There's a myriad of all the huge variety of cheese that you just cannot mimic with vegan cheese. You cannot. But then we also make the mistake that we want to make our stuff the way that the animal industry make their stuff. And I think our thinking must come that we remove the process of how we try to make our stuff from how stuff has been made what we used to in our lives. And maybe then we will get to methods of producing more appetizing products than to try and make stuff that looks close to the real thing. And then it's the texture and the taste can't be further removed from it. So that's my spiel on the cheese. Why did I now talk about the cheese? Because I must still make a bechamel sauce. And for Twisty Sounds channel, there is a pronunciation you can do on your channel, because I actually had to quickly go and Google how to pronounce bechamel. So I must still make a bechamel sauce before I can now put everything together. I must use a black cast iron pot because your soy and especially your gluten will stick to a normal pan. I'm going to put a little bit of onion in. Then I'm going to fry this first. First time I'm going to use this mint, somebody said to me it gets a bit gooey. That is why I have decided to mix it with the soy crumbles to make it a little bit less gooey and more loose. So I will see what the balance is. I will probably not use all the soy crumble for this, for the lasagna, but I will then do the rest for a bolognese sauce for spaghetti. This is not much at all. Okay, in it goes. I don't think this is frying too badly at all, actually. To be quite honest. I just want to layer it. I'm going to put in enough Parman's barbecue spice. And I'm going to put in enough Parman's meat spice. I am going to make the 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 bolognese sauce first because then the flavors can marinate a little bit before I then put the lasagna together. It's actually frying not bad at all, people. I actually like the fry. It's actually a very, very, very good fry. Doesn't look mushy to me at all. Okay. I'm now going to cook the soy crumbles. I'm actually going to do half-half ratio because that actually fried above expectation well. Then I'm going to leave that separate, do the other veggie sauce, and then put it back so that it doesn't overcook. I'm not tasting because it's nice. Mm. 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 Right. That now turned out more than delicious. Okay, going for the onion. Green pepper. Celery. I'm now going to add the garlic. I'm now going to add those 2 cans of whole peeled tomatoes, which I squashed. Oh, and I did splash. I knew I was going to splash. Okay. And here goes my nice white apron. What is a day in my kitchen if I do not make a little bit of a mess? My forte. I'm going to let that cook a bit so that everything becomes nice and soft and cooked through. I'm now going to make the bechamel sauce or the white sauce, and I'm going to follow my method because I don't want to struggle here with Chloe. I don't want to struggle here with lumps that's forming that I can't get out. I'm going to use this plant butter. Somewhere a good chunk of it as well. Pop it on the stove to melt. Then I've got a few loose ends of plant milk. Normally I will use only almond milk. Although soy milk is more creamy, I forgot to buy the Orly whipped cream. I would have put in 1 or 2 tubs of Orly whipped cream, so that's now not going to happen. I've got oat milk, which I'm going to use. I've got a tiny little bit of soy milk in here, very little. And then I've got a barista, also oat organic. So majority oat milk here, not my favorite. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put a whole packet of vegan cheese in to just get the taste and the texture right. I'm also going to put a little bit of vegetable stock powder in a Parma again. I'm going to mix my flour with the spice. With cold milk first. If you use hot milk, it's not going to work. It must be cold milk. I'm going to add the fresh basil leaves. And parsley. Okay. Now I'm going to add the flour mixture to the butter. I'm going to put more spice in because it needs it. Going to add 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar. A dash of black pepper. And then I'm just going to layer it with the meat spice again. I'm going to put another dollop in there. Ooh. And another spoon of that. I'm going to stick blend a little bit. I don't want it completely smooth. Just taste there. I think I can my tasting spoon was clean, please. I want to add a little bit of tomato paste. Okay. Oh, 100 grams. Oh, let's take them the whole 100 grams. I actually think I splashed in my face. Yeah. I actually think I'm going to use everything. I think I can just chuck it in here. By the looks of it, it's too late now. Oh, yes. Okay, that's perfect. Perfect. Now I can taste it. Mm. Um, I don't think I must fiddle with it anymore. I'm going to fiddle myself into a flop. I'm now going to chuck this whole bag of cheese in here. I'm first going to put just a little bit of this in the bottom so that it doesn't stick. Okay, and then we are ready to go. And is my sheet sticking? No. Yes. Okay, and then I'm going to pop it in the oven. But everything is cooked, so it's only going to be to warm it up nicely and to melt the cheese. Oh. A lasagna cuts at its best the next day after it has set a little bit. So I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me in my kitchen today. This has been a very long day. Remind me to never vlog lasagna ever again. It is 3 o'clock. I've been here since 10, and yeah, thank you for joining me in my kitchen today, and uh, I hope to see you in the next video, and go well. Bye.